Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our May 24th worship service for the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Northern Chautauqua. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and that's the day when we honor those who gave their lives overseas, that we might live here freely in peace. These brave men and women died in the hope that peace would be restored, and knowing that freedom is beyond price. And we have hope here as well. Here we hope and pray for the beloved community that Dr. King taught us about. A world made fair with all her people free and at peace. Now, we're not there yet, but still, in the face of all challenges, we strive to realize this in our own lives, with one another in this religious community, and in the broader communities around us. So in this spirit, let's begin worship together. Our own Amy O'Connell has prepared a wonderful reading for us. This is a prayer from theologian and earth activist Starhawk. And we can let this serve as our chalice lighting as well as a prayer.
The Spiral Dance from Starhawk. Earth Mother, Star Mother, you who are called by 1,000 names, may all remember we are cells in your body and dance together. You are the grain and the loaf that sustains us each day. And as you are patient with our struggles to learn, so shall we be patient with ourselves and each other. We are radiant light and sacred dark, the balance. You are the embrace that heartens and the freedom beyond fear. Within you we are born. We grow, live, and die. You bring us around the circle to rebirth. Within us you dance forever.
Janey Wagner has prepared an excellent musical version of our 7 principles.
Love others as you love yourself. That is our golden rule. We know that all faiths teach this. It unifies us all. Beneath the 7 principles, the golden rule's foundation instructs us in the ways of love and toward illumination. The first, we each have worth. The second, from compassion, spring equity and justice in all human relations. The third, we find acceptance, encouragement to grow. The fourth, we look for meaning and seek the truth to know. The fifth, we yield to conscience, let every voice be heard. The sixth, we build community, peaceful, free, secure. The 7th, final principle, respect the living web of life upon our planet home, connected and complex.
This week's service flows from the deep wisdom in the words of Jesus of Nazareth. In the Christian scriptures, we hear him say simply, "Let your yes be yes and your no be no." And this has always been very wise advice, but in these pandemic days, this advice becomes even more important and relevant. We've all had to dramatically think and rethink what we agree to. We've all had to get a lot better at saying no to physical contact. I know for myself, my heart is deeply saddened because it's no longer wise to see my remote family members in person, and I'm feeling cut off from in-person contact with all of you in our congregation. And with that said, I'm so glad you've all had the wisdom and strength to implement this social distancing. Bless you all. Now we're faced with a deeper long-term challenge. The staff members at our national denomination, they've carefully considered the prospects for reopening our congregations to in-person worship. And their advice is that we continue virtual worship for another year, at least until May of 2021. Now, I've carefully considered this, and I agree with their advice. The wisest course for us in our congregation: plan for virtual worship through the coming fall, winter, and spring. Now, I know this is a daunting prospect, and if you have questions or concerns about this, we've scheduled a Zoom information session on this for Thursday evening, May 28th. That's May 28th. And you'll get more detailed scheduling information about this later. This is a daunting prospect, and yet we know some positive things. Let's consider what is not canceled. First of all, love is not canceled, friendship is not canceled, music is not canceled, and very specifically, worship is not canceled. We can join together in worship, as we can do this both on YouTube on Sunday morning and through our live Joys and Concerns on Sunday evening. And lots of other Unitarian Universalist congregations have offered worship, and it's available from multiple sources online. And many of you have already stepped up to help out with our online worship in ways none of us could have imagined even 4 months ago. Now, I'm asking all of you to consider whether you might step up in new ways in the coming months, whether you might step out of your comfort zone to help with our worship. And here's a list of what you might be able to do, and it's just a partial list. We could use help preparing meditations and music. We need volunteers to offer appropriate readings. We need folks behind the camera who can record others who are reciting and singing. We need folks who can be part of editing teams for our YouTube videos. Anyway, you get the idea. If you have ideas for this, please get in touch with me or a member of our worship team, and we'll be reaching out to you individually to ask you to consider what you might offer. I know we've already done well with our online worship, and together we can do more. Let's keep stepping, yes, safely, but stepping outside our comfort zone. Let's say a big resounding yes to our community and communal worship. I know we can, and I know we will, because we need one another, and the world needs us.
Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for its soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us imprisoned. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for its soul. For the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us imprisoned. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for its children of our children. Keep the circle whole.
Hear these familiar words as we extinguish our chalice and bring our service to a close. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Amen.